In this video, we will talk about the health check feature of ASP.NET Core. This feature is very important because with the help of which we can determine the overall stability and health of the application. Typically, this is really useful when you are making a use of data access technology or accessing any other third-party API in your app. Then whether the database is available or not, or that third party is available or not, to determine that this is highly useful. By default, we have the healthy, unhealthy, and degraded check levels with us, which tells us about whether the app is working right. It's been perfectly working as per the requirement or not. That's healthy. Unhealthy means it's not working, it's not even running, and degraded means it's running, but some part of the ASP.NET Core app is not. That's what it is. ASP.NET ASP.NET Health Check provides us the props like basic, system, database, and custom, where with the help of which we can go for the memory usage, the disk storage, okay, with the system health. The database probes tells us whether the database is on or not. Okay, we get all these types of probes out there. Now, to integrate this health check in ASP.NET Core, we use these packages. So we have the two most important one, that is the health check UI and the health check UI client. Ultimately, this provides us the services to be registered into the DI as well as the middleware to be configured in pipeline, so that the services in DI will tell us, or it will allow us to configure the health check probe, whether you are probing the database or you are probing the other custom URLs, okay, about their statistics, where the middleware will let us use the HTTP endpoint, with the help of which we will be getting the UI, and then through that UI we will see whether everything is working or not. Okay, that's the thing over here is. Okay, so this are already added into my project. It's already there, and since I'm using the database with Entity Framework Core, those necessary packages are also there. Now let me go to the program.cs here, and I'll show you the registration of the health check into the DI. So we are having add health check. This is the service method, right, which is responsible to register health check builder instance into the container, so that the application knows that ASP.NET Core application knows that the health check is been enabled, and then accordingly it should work. So what we want to do as a part of the probing, so I'm using SQL Server as well as I'm using a URL group. With add SQL Server method, I'm passing the connection string to the database, connection string of the database, and then I'm checking whether the database is working or not. With the URL group, I'm again passing the external URL, and I'm checking whether this URL is working or not. Then the other service method, that is add health check UI, which will actually use to provide the statistic data on the UI so that we can see it. For these services, for the health check, we do have the middleware over there. So we have map health check. This is going to provide us a HTTP endpoint, okay, where we can get the response in the form of JSON. And we have the map health check UI. This is the one which will provide us the complete user interface with the overall statistics. Okay, so again I'm repeating, we do have the add health check. We are using two extension methods for that, for SQL Server as well as for URL, as well as the add health check UI service. Okay, these two we are configuring here. And the next one is middleware methods with the HTTP endpoint, where we will get the response in the form of JSON as well as the UI. Okay, now let's run this over here. I'm executing this, right? So this will open into the Chrome browser, and then we'll get the overall statistics. So this is what my Chrome browser is. And when I say only health, right? So it is gonna show me the data in the form of JSON right here. This is what it is, right? This is the JSON data, right? I have the status for that. Okay, SQL Server, this is healthy, right? Whereas right now the webhook, my external call, which are actually happening, okay, which I have already mentioned over here in this, it's right now not running. So that's why here it is saying that this is unhealthy. Let's see this in a proper form. So I'm gonna say that health check UI. Okay, health checks -UI. And now let me expand it. So my SQL Server is healthy, whereas my webhook it's not. Correct. It says that the description, no connection could be made, because naturally that URL is down at this moment. The polling is going to take place with an interval of 5 seconds, right? And here these are the details. So it's healthy, no issues. Into that, where I'm going to click on this now, or here it's unhealthy. So SQL Server is right now working. Now let me go back to the services, and then I'm going to stop my SQL Server service. I stopped it. Okay, and now let me go back over here. After the interval is over for the next polling, it's gonna tell us that, okay, the SQL Server is unhealthy. Okay, it's not there. So it will refresh automatically, right? And then it is going to tell us that like what's really gone wrong with the description, right, in this part over here. So see that it says the network related or instance specific error occurred while establishing connection with the SQL Server. So it says that it's not able to connect. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's great. So it is not necessary for me to debug it and all. Of course, debug has its own advantages, but right now with the health check, we are getting this, that part of the application, my app is working, but some part is not working, is degraded because my SQL Server is not working. So let me again go back, and then let me start the SQL Server over there. And now I'm going to go back over here after the polling time is over. It's again gonna show me that yes, it's healthy, right? That's what it is. Similarly, I'm gonna go here to the other part, and I'm gonna run my other external URL. This is my another HTTP or ASP.NET Core API application, which is gonna connect to the database, and it's giving me some data. So it's running. Now let me go back. Once it is on over here, so see that it is running here. Right, and now once it is on over here, after the polling is done, this is showing that it's also healthy. That's it. So this is the biggest advantage of the health check over here. With some lines of code, we are getting most of the things out of it. Okay, again I'll go back, and I'm gonna close my external API. That's it, right? App is stopped, and then again if I go back over here after the polling time is over, it's gonna say that it's not working. So how is this happening? Because this webhook, right, as a part of my add URL group, this is gonna take us, it's gonna make the probing call, and it's gonna say that if the service is on, it says yes, otherwise it's gonna say that it's unhealthy. Okay, that's the advantage. So add the necessary packages over here, healthcheck.ui, healthcheck.ui.client, right, healthcheck.sql server for SQL Server database, right, again healthcheck.uris for the URL, and then configure the service methods as well as configure the middlewares. Okay, that's how we can get the statistics of the ASP.NET Core health check. Enjoy coding, guys. Thank you very much.